Hey guys, welcome back to the Northeast Florida Surf Fishing Forecast. This video was shot in Jack's Beach near the pier on Thursday afternoon. We actually had decent water, but I didn't hear of much biting up and down the beach. A few whiting, a few spots, quite a few catfish, and tons of pinfish. And the good part is the seaweed really never made it up this way into Jack's Beach. And I heard it's starting to clear up in South Ponte Vedra as well. There was just little pieces of it everywhere. Sand fleas are everywhere in Jack's Beach right now, as well as the ghost shrimp. Got a little video to show you what they look like. So I'm gonna have to get one of these pumps that they make that you can actually suction them out of the sand. And they're actually good bait, really good bait. And here are the holes. So when you see these holes on the beach along the shoreline, those aren't sand fleas. A lot of people think they're sand fleas. These are the little ghost shrimp. There's a little bit of seaweed, but that's what you look for. And as the tide goes out, you'll just see the little bubbles come up. There will sometimes be 2 to 3 of them in a hole. So like I was saying, tons of ghost shrimp right now in Jack's Beach, up and down the beach. I'm gonna have one of these pumps. I'm either gonna buy it or make one. We'll have some video to show you guys exactly how to use it. The drum, sheephead, whiting, redfish. I've caught all of those fish with ghost shrimp in their bellies before. So that's what we're gonna try to do. Just another weapon to put in your toolbox of fishing. But like I said, this week has been up and down. In fact, quite slow for the most part. There were some trout earlier in the week in several areas. A couple of reds I saw, quite a few sharks. There's been quite a few sharks seen in Jack's Beach. I actually talked to one of the pier workers and they've seen several 7 to 8 footers swimming off the end of the pier. So sharks are here, guys. Pogies, there's a few schools of pogies Wednesday morning. That's what I was told by a few people that were checking out the beach. Pretty much every day it's southwest in the morning and it's switching over to the southeast in the afternoon. So while we don't have clean water, it's not pure mud. Well, usually in the mornings it's pretty dirty. Then as the sea breeze kicks in, because the sea breeze is only getting up to about 12 to 13 miles an hour, the water's not muddying up as bad as it would be if it was, say, south at 20. So it's been east-southeast 10 to 15 just about every afternoon. The next 3 days, we're counting Fridays, or 4 days. We're going to count Monday as part of the weekend, Memorial Day. Remember why we celebrate Memorial Day? It's not for those who are alive, but for those who sacrificed their lives, guys. So think about all the sacrifice the men and women of this country have done for us. It gives us the ability to fish. But anyways, the winds, Friday, Saturday, same thing. Here we go again. Southwest in the morning, east-southeast in the afternoon. Sunday, southwest again, switching over to the east-northeast in the afternoon. And each morning it's going to be like 5 to 10 out of the southwest. In the afternoon, east-southeast 10 to 20, anywhere in that range. And then on Monday, northeast 10 to 15. So it looks like Sunday afternoon and Monday, that water will probably get quite nice. There's going to be about a 2 to 3 foot swell from what I was reading. Water temperatures right now from Flagler all the way to Fernandina, they have jumped up. They were 72 a week ago. They're up to 76 now, maybe even a little bit higher. If you go past, well, starting around Flagler and south, if you're on social media and on any of these other surf fishing pages, you will see the seaweed is covering the beach. Right now in Ponte Vedra North, there is some seaweed. When I say some, I'm talking about little pieces all throughout the surf. And it looks like it's already dead, so it's just clumps. We've had enough southeast wind the last 4 days that if it was really gonna come up this way, we should have already been seeing it. So wherever that patch went, it's a good thing for us in Jack's Beach and Hannah Park area, Huguenot, Little Talbot, all of those areas. As far as some of the other fish caught this week, pompano, very scattered. I'm really worried that the main school has made it into the Carolinas. I've been seeing some of the reports in North Carolina and they're doing quite well on them. We'll see. There's still some reports that there's still several schools south of us But Crescent, I guess, has been so seaweedy this week that nobody's had a real good chance to target them. I did see a few pictures of a couple of pompano, but I have not seen anybody getting any limits. Whiting, tons of small whiting, but you're still getting the occasional 12 to 15 inch whiting mixed in. A couple of bluefish, ladyfish. Saw osprey grab a huge Spanish mackerel today, right by the sandbar. So obviously there's still Spanish around. If you're in a kayak and you can get out there, tarpon, jacks, and kingfish are also starting to show up. Caught a bluefish earlier in the week that had a perfect V bite on him, pretty large. It was about a 15-inch blue, perfect V bite on him, which is usually maybe a huge Spanish, Cerro mackerel, but like I think it's a kingfish, because when the pier was open, we caught a lot of kingfish on bluefish. They work just about better than any other bait. Sand fleas are plentiful. Fresh shrimp. Definitely bring fish bites with you, because with the amount of small fish biting in the surf right now, you got spots, little croakers, pinfish like I've never seen them before, and they're hitting everything. Those fish bites will save you from going through pounds and pounds of shrimp, guys. You don't want to waste that much shrimp on these fish that you're not even going to keep. Also some big sail cats. So if you're going to choose to fish, remember this weekend, Memorial Day weekend, the beaches will be packed. So if you go, I'd suggest going early in the morning, maybe late in the afternoon. We only got like a 15% chance of rain. So it's going to be nice and sunny more than likely all weekend. So there's going to be lots of people. Be wary of where you're putting your lines out. We know that for the most part as surf fishermen, that as for me, when I go down, I always try to pick a spot where there's nobody swimming. And it seems like it's just like clockwork. Within 10 minutes of setting up, somebody decides to start swimming right where we're fishing. And I really don't want to hook anybody. Never want to hook anybody. So I try to avoid all the conflict. But just remember, this weekend there's going to be lots of people in the water. So try to pick a beach that's not so crowded. Maybe go to don't go to Huguenot. It's going to be packed. Hannah Park's going to be packed. Maybe Little Talbot, because they have a limit on how many people they let in. You just better make sure you get there early. Or I'd say anywhere along Ponte Vedra, if you can find beach access, it's going to be tough. A lot of the parking places are going to fill up real fast. Jack's Beach, I think if you get there, 7 in the morning, fish till 10 and get out of there, because by then it's going to be packed. Just walking on the beach Thursday afternoon, looked like a weekend day. There were so many people out there, guys. And if you got small kids, watch them. There's been a lot of runouts in this area. Should have took a video, but I didn't want to show the people that they were doing something wrong. But there's 3 of them, and they were literally swimming right in the middle of the runout, started pulling them out. And they realized, it was almost too late. They realized, and they got out of it. But it was starting to suck them out. Whole stretch of beach with no runouts, and they chose to set up right in the runout. And with these negative low tides, if you haven't seen the beach, go check it out at dead low tide. The sandbar that's usually impossible to reach is very reachable all along Jack's Beach, but it's also very shallow. Wednesday afternoon when I was there at the low tide, there was a group of about 6 people. They waded through the trough to get to the sandbar that's usually about 60 yards out. And when I left, the tide had turned, and we actually told the lifeguards, you might want to get them off of that sandbar, because the tide was coming in and they didn't even realize it. So that trough was going to fill up real fast, and then guess what? They're not walking back through it. They're going to have to swim through it. But just always be aware of your surroundings. And that's all I got for you. Hope everyone has a great weekend. I have the video for the last seminar. I just have to actually download it and put it on YouTube. I'll have time this weekend. And I did get a box of goodies from a good friend, Steve. He works for Diamond Tackle. Right there, that's the only fluorocarbon I use when I'm trout fishing. This stuff's really good. Love it. I also use their braid, the Diamond braid. I've actually switched from all Power Pro and used Diamond braid. You might want to check it out. It has what's called a hollow. It's hollow on the inside, if I'm saying that right. but it's very easy to tie, very easy to connect fluorocarbon straight to the braid. Check it out online. Look at the reviews. A lot of good reviews for it. A couple of my other buddies are using it. They love it too. So it's just my personal preference, but I've switched off Power Pro and gone straight to this diamond braid. Good stuff. If you got any questions or comments, leave them and we'll answer them, guys. Have a great weekend.